Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Now, recently I went to Fan Fest at the Somerset Patriots like I do every year. There's no actual game unless you count the 1860s style game that goes on. Forget what organization it is puts on, but it's like an actual organized league that does do like 1860s style baseball games, so that's kind of cool. But basically my point is it wasn't anything that the Patriots themselves, I mean, they put it on, but it wasn't them. So there was no actual Patriots game or professional game, really. So mostly it was about getting rewards points, which I've mentioned about in the past, to get some cool stuff, and also autographs. Basically, there were 12 people in total. It's supposed to be 13, but one of them didn't show up. They had the original 12. They sent that out. Then at the last minute, they're like, "Oh yeah, Sparky Lyle too," because he's always there. But the weird thing is, he didn't actually show up. So, still got the other 12 though. And I alluded to this in the final segment of my highlight video as well. So I will do these first because that's probably, if you're from that video, that's probably what you're looking for. So first off, in the cards that I have, basically, this isn't any new cards. These are all from previous. Actually, I think these are all from last year in one form or another. Just cards I didn't have signed yet. So first, I got Glenn Barker to sign here. He is the third base coach. We have Brett Jody, the manager, who signed that. Then we have Justin Pacioli, one of the few cards I did not get signed from last year's All-Star game. They kind of cut the autograph session short. And actually, I guess they really didn't, but there wasn't enough planned time. But luckily, most of the ones I didn't get to are Patriots players, which, I go to Patriots games all the time, so I can get back to it like this. So this almost completes it, I think. I don't know how much I have left in terms of the All-Star cards to get signed. But here we also have Scott Kelly. We have Fox Beyer, the first base coach. Brought the Sparky Lyle card, but he didn't show up. And I got John Hutton as well. Like I said, these were all. Actually, I don't think I did. I don't think I said this yet, but the 12 players are they're separated into 4 groups. So basically, you had to get in line 4 times. The first 3, which I think Nate Rowe, which signed here. I actually do have a card of Nate Rowe, but his All-Star game card from last year. But he was with New Britain at the time, so that's the only card I have of him, and he already signed it. But anyway, the first group was like Nate Rowe, Scott Kelly, Justin Pacioli. So I gave, the 2 Scott Kelly, Justin Pacioli, gave them their cards, and then Nate Rowe was the first one to sign somewhere. I know it was on the bottom. Probably one of these two. I apologize. I really, really am bad at recognizing autographs, but it's one of these two because I know for a fact he signed at the bottom. I don't remember exactly offhand what the second group was. I remember the third group I held cards of because they were all coaches. Second group also had the 4th coach, which is Fox Beyer. And now it's actually starting to come back to me. Second group had Kyle Roller, which I talked to him about this. I'm pretty positive he was on the team since at least 2016. So I remember back in 2016 they had some sort of promotion with Superstars where they changed the names of all the players. He was definitely one of them. Changed the name to like Polar Bear or something. But he was definitely one of them. And so he was there in 2016, but he claims that there's no cards, and he's not even in here either because he was a late call-up from last year. So I'm kind of confused with that. Maybe he was here in 2016, called up late, and then last year he wasn't on the team originally, but then he came back. That's the best explanation I can give. I didn't get too much into it when I was talking to him because I was on the move. But yeah, anyway, on to the third person from that group. It was actually probably the most popular person there, which was Andy Chavez, which, if you're a Mets fan or Yankees fan, I don't know what other teams he was with, but he was on the Major League team. He's definitely with the Mets 2006. That's where he's most popular. But I noticed MLB 2K12 has him with the Yankees, so he must have been with the Yankees 2011. So yeah, and I tried looking through all of my library of cards. I did not have an Andy Chavez card. That would have been cool, but I still have his autograph anyway. Like I said, third group was all coaches. Fourth group was the rest of them. The three that I didn't get, that I didn't have cards for all three of these guys, so I mean it made it easy. And I honestly cannot remember two of the names. I remember Mike Antonini because he was on the team middle of last year. David something. I'm going to mess this up. I'm going to pause it and look it up just so I don't get this wrong. Okay, so these two remaining names was Mike Franzoso and David Palomino. I have to look that up again. Something. Palladino. David Palladino. And if that name is familiar, he was with the Yankees for a while, I think, at least in their farm system. And the weird thing about that is that they didn't make that announcement till after Fan Fest was already over. But he was there signing, so it's kind of weird. But anyway, that is all the autographs that I got. I will do another individual video about something else that I got there as well. Kind of something interesting and weird. Oh yeah, and they also gave me this fidget spinner. What am I gonna do with this thing? Well, it's just pink. It's not even Patriot themed. What happened to those? Why did they give me a pink fidget spinner? What do they think I'm going to do with this? Anyway, yeah, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all later.